Good morning, everyone, and welcome to October 1 episode of Mindful Movement with AARP Alabama. I'm your host, Judy Mannings, and today's session is with health educator Jerri Haslem. Folks, we want to remind you that AARP empowers people to choose how they live as they age. AARP is a nonpartisan 501c4 organization that has over 420,000 members in Alabama. AARP's role is to advocate for those 50 plus and their families. AARP is committed to offering opportunities for people to stay engaged from home. The Mindful Movement series provides an opportunity for you to keep moving in the safety of your own home. So, good morning, Jerri. What do you have in store for us today?
Good morning, Judy. Good morning, everyone. Today, Judy, we are going to move from this chair, and I'm going to blow out 2 myths. If you're in the chair, you're not moving. That is not true. That's number 1. And number 2, I am going to stay away from candy corn this month.
Okay. Okay, we're going to see how far that goes now. I would definitely hide my bag then when it's time for me to get up and start exercising. We want to remind you, most importantly, that before you begin any exercise routine, you should consult with your physician to be sure it's safe to participate. All right, Jerri, candy corn on the side. Let's make it happen.
Let's do it. Good morning, everyone. I am so glad that, again, you take the time to join me on Tuesdays. I don't take it for granted. So with that being said, today you're going to need only one thing, and that's your chair. I want you to make sure that you have everything cleared around it. And if your chair has wheels, make sure you secure it so it's not able to roll during our session. Only thing I ask for is a smile. If you got weights, that's great. If you don't, that's okay. If you got canned goods, if you got water bottles, if you have absolutely nothing, we are going to make the best of it, period. Okay? So have a seat, clear any clutter. I want you to sit up nice and tall in that chair. Sit up nice and tall. What I want you to do is right here, take your shoulders up and back. 2 more times, shoulders are up and back. Oh my goodness, that should feel great. Up and back again. And take these shoulders up and forward. Come on, give me a nice roll with those shoulders. You're in the chair, you're on the plane, wherever you are, you're going to take that and make those shoulders work. Now, just take your shoulders straight up and drop them. I want you to let go of any stress that you may be carrying. A lot of times we're under stress and we just keep moving. We're at our desk and our shoulders are going up toward our ears. I want you to relax and let that all the way down, okay? Bring those shoulders up again and just drop them. Now, right here while you're sitting up nice and tall, I want you to let your head fall to one shoulder and just let it rotate all the way around to the opposite side and bring that head straight up. Let's do that again, but let's reverse it, okay? Let your head fall to one shoulder again. Just relax it. Let that head roll all the way around. Bring it to the opposite side and bring it back up. That should feel good, like we're nice and warm. We're welcoming the day. We're welcoming our movement. And right here, I want you simply to scoot up on your chair. When I say scoot up on your chair, I have a back to my chair, but I'm going to use my back for my own stability, okay? So I'm going to come up, so I'm not leaning. I'm not going to take a chance of resting on the back of this chair. I'm sitting straight up. My abs are zipped up. And right here, I'm just going to hold on to my chair from the sides. I'm going to work my arms as well as my core, because what I'm going to do, and I want you to feel comfortable, first of all, just putting weight on your arms. Think about your arms, putting weight. You're kind of pushing up. So you're being comfortable with this move, putting the weight on your arms, okay? If you're comfortable, you can stay there. If you want to challenge it just a little bit, I want you to bring your hips even closer away from the chair. Trust yourself and come off of the chair. So you're just going to hold your body up with the backs of your arms. Just for a few seconds, you're engaging those arms. Again, I'm holding my body up with my arms. I'm going to scoot back on the chair. And depending on your comfort level, I want you to challenge yourself, never putting yourself in a position where you can cause injury, okay? Again, working the backs of our arms when we do that. How did that feel? Again, using our core, our own core, using our back and not the back of the chair, okay? Let's try that again, okay? I'm going to hold on to the sides of the chair. And again, if you've got wheels on that chair, if you can't secure it, don't do this. Okay, just put your weight on it. Don't come off of the seat of the chair. Right here, I walk my feet out. I'm just going to trust myself and I'm going to come off of the chair. I'm holding my own body weight with my arms. If you want to go to another level, we can dip down and come back up. Okay, if you're comfortable, we're going to do 4. If you're not, you can hold it here or you can just put the weight on your arms while you're in the chair. Let's go for 4. 4, 3, 2, and 1. How did that feel? Coming back to the chair. When you do that move, it can be sometimes intimidating. And the main thing I want you to do is understanding what body part are we working. We're working our arms and the backs and our upper body, because a lot of times in just functional moves, getting out of a chair, getting out of a tub, getting out of a car, it's going to require upper body as well as your lower body to be doing it. And I know sometimes, especially as we mature, we will shy away from things that make us feel uncomfortable. And that's why I want you to challenge yourself a little bit and making sure we're doing those things that sometimes take us out of our comfort zone, okay? This would be considered what we would call a dip, okay? Working the backs of our arms is a dip. But again, we don't have to come off of the chair to do it. And making sure you're using your upper body and not your lower body, giving you that strength and that movement from the upper body. And I'm going to show you the difference in that. Again, I'm going to hold on to the chair, okay? And I'm simply going to walk my feet off of the chair. Again, you can be right here just almost leaning back with your arms engaged on the chair. If you're comfortable, I want you to walk off of the chair. And notice how I'm using the backs of my arms. I'm not using my bottom. I'm using the top of my arm to make that move. So I'm going down and up with my arms, not with my hips, okay? So let's go for 4 of them. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come back on that chair. That move right there, again, trusting your upper body, and especially for my ladies, sometimes our upper body, we just don't have that strength there. And that's what I want you to feel comfortable putting the weight on your upper body, getting out of a chair, using that upper body to do it. Okay? Can we do one more set? I know I always say that's it, and then I don't know if I can add or not, but one more set with a smile. Okay? Again, hold on to the chair. You're just going to scoot off of it till you're comfortable, okay? Making sure you clear the chair when you do that. And when you do, when you come off, you can hold it or you can do your dip for me, okay? Let's go with 4. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and come back up on that chair. It should have that upper body warmed up. You got that glaze going because you feel like, wow, someone turned up the temp, and that's what we want. We want to feel that in that upper body, okay? Let's engage the lower body before we go to our weights. Fair enough? Okay, so right here, we're going to do both sides, so it doesn't matter which one. But what I want you to do is just take one leg and cross it over the opposite leg. You're going to have more flexibility on one side, okay? So right here, when we cross it over, we're sitting up. We're just going to stretch and lean into that stretch, making that hip say, good morning. Yeah, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Leaning into it, feeling a slight burn. Okay, leaning into it. Now bring that body back up. Let's try it again. Let's lean even more into that. There we go. Give me my smile. That's what I want. Oh, feels good. And bring it back up. Okay. Now right here, put that leg on the floor. Opposite leg. Bring it up. And again, one side may feel, actually, I'm going to use the word sticky. I almost feel like, oh, I feel like I stuck myself. One side, that's because one side is always going to be more flexible. You're just going to prefer one side to the other. Let's lean into that stretch. Warming up that hip, saying hello. Oh, that feels good. And bring it up. I want you to lean even more into it. Stretch and lean into it. It's a slight move, but you feel that immediately in that hip. Okay? That's it. Give me that smile. Even if it's fake, I want it. Okay? Work through it. Bring it back up. Okay? Put that foot back on the floor. Now right here, we're just simply going to go back to that leg. Bring that knee up to your chest as much as you can. Give yourself a stretch. And when you do that, flex your heel and extend that leg out and up. Just hold it right there for me, just for a few seconds, giving yourself a good stretch, a good warming up that body. That's it. Bring it back down and place it on the floor. Okay? Opposite. Come on, bring that knee to you. Bring it to you. Give yourself a, oh my goodness, you're hugging that knee. It feels good right up under that thigh. Flex that heel. Extend that leg out. There we go. You should feel that. Let me see your beautiful face. Yes, give me a smile. I don't want to put my foot in front of my face. I want you to see. Give me that good stretch right there. Bring it back in and put it on the floor. Okay? Right here, let us, we're comfortable. We should be warmed up. We're just going to simply, few marches in place. When I say a few marches in place, you're just marching in place. I want you to sit up nice and tall. I don't want you rolled over. I don't want you hunched over. I want you to sit up nice and tall and just give me a march, okay? Give me a march. Warming up those legs, okay? Give me that march. Give me that smile. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, okay? Now, let's take it and alternate it out. It's out and in. Let me move the weights out the way so I don't hurt myself, okay? Let's take it out and in, out and in, out and in. Notice I'm not dragging that. I'm not sliding that. I'm picking up that leg and taking it out and in. It's not a drag. I want you to feel that move. We've warmed it up. We've stretched it. So let's take it out and in. We're going to do each side. Let's go with 8. Ready? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So let me tap up, back, and out. And bring it back in. Ready? Up and out. We're going to tap up and tap it out. So it's up, back, out, and back. Can we do that? 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2, 2, 3, and 4. 3, 2, 3, and 4. 4, 2, 3, and 4. Let's do the other side, okay? Again, that coordination, that movement, that working those legs, even though you're sitting down, you may have meetings back to back. It is so important for you to move because that stillness will make you still. If you've ever been sitting for a long time and you get up like, oh, that's a clear sign. You don't want to sit for that long because sitting is the new smoking, okay? Let's do the other leg. Out and back, out and back. So to the front and to the side, got it? So it's to the front and to the side. Let's do 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so now let's alternate front, 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 front. Got it? So we're almost like we're all in our own little row here. Got it? Let's do 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay? What about the sides? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Okay? If we do that as if we were doing a little drill, and we don't have to do it fast, you of course can always do it slower, okay? But give me that smile. You're sitting up nice and tall. Let's go up. Let's go to the side. Let's go back to back and put it together, okay? Let's go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. How is that? I know it's kind of choppy. She's getting her, I don't know, her October. I don't know what that is. The truth of it is I got to stay away from that. that holiday candy. So we're moving fast. So when we're walking down the aisle, we're passing by quickly. Let's do another set of fast cadence to the front, alternating. Okay? Ready? Let's go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Okay? Let's go to the side. Ready? Let's go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. I hope those quick moves, again, just giving you something different to let you know that just because you're sitting doesn't mean you don't have to move. You can move while sitting, okay? Upper body and lower body. Now, let's add in a combination. Upper body and lower body at the same time, because we can do it, okay? So with this, I'm gonna add my arms just out. I'm just taking my arms out, okay? Out and out. Let's just do that at first, okay? So it's out and out, out and out. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Ready? Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. What if we added our feet to that? I know. Maybe slower, and then we do a faster pace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Moving that upper body and that lower body at the same time. Now I should feel like we're warm, we're rocking and rolling. Let's pick up those weights. And if you don't have weights, no worries, but let's grab these weights. Let's add a little bit of resistance to these moves, okay? So with this, again, still got my back for support, working my own core. I've got the weights in my hand. And when you hold the weights, I want you to feel comfortable. You don't have to grip it like, oh my goodness, if I drop this, whatever. Just hold on to it. Comfortable, okay? Right here. Arms are right here by your side. As if I got my elbows right here by my side. And what I'm going to do, I'm simply going to take it out and bring it in. And when I do this move, I'm rotating my shoulder, turning it out. If you've had any kind of injury, if you have any kind of shoulder or rotator cuff, I want you to be aware of your range of motion when we do this, okay? So let's just go out with 8 of them. 8, 7, turning it out. 6, 5, it's 4, it's 3, it's 2, it's 1. How about that? Okay? Now, let's add on to this, okay? Right here, I still have these elbows by my side. I'm going to raise up my arms and my elbows, the hand, everything. So it's not a chicken wing with just my elbow. It's not a flicker with just my hand. It's the entire arm that comes up and down, okay? So how about we try 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. How was that? Getting those arms moving just a little bit, the shoulders, all of that. Our lats right here by our side. How about another set, please, with a smile? Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go back to checking it out. 8, our first move. 7, combination. 6, 5. It's 4. It's 3. It's 2. It's 1. Now, sir, the platter, take it straight out and bring it in. Straight out and bring it in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. How about that? just going from one move to the next. And when we do these moves, what I always try to tell you and to get you to understand is functional moves. I always say, why are we doing this? What is the benefit? And if you're doing something and I can explain to you what's the benefit, why we're doing it, we want to make sure we evaluate and we reevaluate those moves, because sometimes we'll do things not understanding what's the purpose, what's the benefit, and how is that going to help me in what I call my everyday life. Remember years ago when we were in school and you're thinking, how is this going to benefit me later on in life? And it might have been a valid question. It may not have been a valid question, but when it comes to our movement, again, always thinking about functionality, always thinking about how can we incorporate that in every day with our balance, with getting things out of the closet, with getting things out of the pantry, with picking up things off the floor, and making sure that we incorporate moves that's going to help us. Because again, when we use that muscle group, it's going to be muscle memory that tells us it's okay to bend down, to squat, to lift, to do those things. Okay, so muscle memory is what we want. Okay, if you got those weights, I'm going to ask you to double them up if you're comfortable, and if you're not, it's okay. I'm going to double the weight up, and right here with this bicep, I'm just going to squeeze up and down. And notice I'm not swinging it. I'm not using my wrist. I'm actually thinking about bringing it up and taking it down. And if you don't have weights, just think about the resistance of it, okay? You can think, oh, this is heavy, as you squeeze that bicep. Weights or no weights, let's make it count, okay? Let's do 8. Ready? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's change sides, okay? Ready? Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go immediately back to the other side. Let's do 8 for another set. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side, last rep. Let's get it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's drop those weights. Let's put them to the side. Let's get them out of our way. Okay, working our biceps. What's the importance of it? So many things. We're lifting, we're curling. We may go pick something up, and we're picking it up. Understanding why are we moving that, and we use our bicep more than our tricep, because again, that forward putting some, even if it's just putting, I don't know, putting things, eating popcorn, you're still this motion. Understanding is so important. Again, using all of your body, because when we don't use it, sometimes when we do, we feel like, oh my goodness, that was so uncomfortable, and getting you out of that space, getting you into a space of let's do it. Let's try it at least for a little bit, okay? So I'm hoping today you understand the importance of upper body, lower body, the importance of even if you're using your lower body to get out of something, it may require your upper body to get out of it. Getting out of a chair, getting out of the tub, getting out of the car, just twisting and turning, those moves, functional moves that help us, using your core to sit up nice and tall. And I'm guilty of it too. You're watching something on TV, you're just relaxed, you're laid back, you're looking for that lazy position. But again, when you sit up and engage that body, it makes an amazing difference. Only thing I ask you for, and I think I say this all the time, give me 10 minutes. You don't have to have 30, and maybe sometimes you only have 5, but taking those little sections of time, layering them together for an amazing day, understand that you can do something for 5 minutes, and it can be just as impactful if you had 30. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I always enjoy it. Hello, fall. Maybe not fall. Hello, October. I know, one of these days we're going to be raking leaves. So let's use that core. And thank you. Judy?
Yes, Jerri, thank you so much. I mean, it's never too late and it's always on time. Thank you so much for that movement in our chair, that core movement, which is so important. We would like for each of you to know that it's fine for you to drop a survey link. We have a survey link in the chat box. Please let us know. Please take a moment to let us know if we are fulfilling your needs, if there's anything special you want Jerri to do. After all, she's challenged us. It's now fall, so let's bring on board October. Here we come. And we want to let you know how much we appreciate you joining us today. Remember to tune in Tuesday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time for the next session of Mind for Movement. Have an outstanding day. Goodbye.